So, match number 3 of the evening would see a 6-man tag as the stable of Alexander Lockheart, Cassius and Tony Harlow. Such a flamboyant stable. These guys, they bring the electricity. They bring the pink. And they would be taking on Oscar Myke, Vinny Kamaru, and flamboyant in his own way, Spencer Paul. Love him or hate him, he loves himself. Spencer Paul would literally come out abusing the fans, and Tony Harlow would get a bit bored of this, sitting in the fans like, come on mate, let's get on with this. And Paul and Cassius would start this one, but Paul would start to pose as Cassius would mock him before hitting a big arm drag. An early 2 count. Paul was not putting up with this, going for the throat thrust. Tony Harlow would come in, hit the double axe handle. And I mean, Lockheart, Cassius, Tony Harlow, quick tags. They were in working they were working the quick tags. Vinny Kamaru would get in the ring, but Lockheart was on fire at this point. Or so it looked, until his crossbody was caught and Kamaru would hit a vicious backbreaker. And then Oscar Myke would enter the fray, and we all know that he loves a beatdown, and that's exactly what he did, hitting a huge suplex on Lockheart, and then Lockheart, poor old Lockheart, was in the wrong corner, and the 3 heels would beat down on him. The ref would get distracted at one point, poor ref sing, and Kamaru and Oscar Myke would just beat down on Lockheart. Lockheart took an absolute beating. Eventually, Harlow would get into the ring again. He'd hit a code red and chaos, as all of them would hit some huge moves. Cassius would inadvertently, in the chaos, super kick Tony Harlow. And Oscar Myke would then hit his huge spin out cutter on Harlow to pick up the victory for the heels. And at the end of the match, Tony Harlow would strop out the ring. Literally strop. Anyway, this one, great match. Great 6-way. The 6-man tag. Lockheart, Cassius, Tony Harlow. Always great to see them in the ring. They gave a very impressive showing against some very powerful individuals. Love seeing him in action. Lockheart is firm favourite of mine. Same with I love seeing Cassius and Tony Harlow. Oscar Myke, Kamaru, Spencer Paul. They overpowered, and they did what they had to do. Fantastic showing by all them guys. Anyway, if you get a chance to see any of these 6 guys live in action, go check them out for yourselves.